Class 10 Biology. Good evening, students. Dear students, before going to the lecture, today's topic, let's discuss about important information from the council. In this COVID situation, when we have less time to complete the syllabus, council deducted various chapters from your syllabus. The chapters that are removed from your syllabus are: first, cell, the structural and functional unit. It is completely removed from your chapter. So once more, cell, the structure and functional unit of life, means from basic biology only one chapter. Clear? In unit 2, chemical coordination in plant completely removed. So in plant physiology only 3 chapter 1, 2 and 3, chemical coordination completely removed from the syllabus. Then come to unit 4, unit 5 and unit 6. These also removed from the syllabus in this year 2020-21. So you have 1 chapter, 2 chapter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 chapter you have to complete in this year till the examination. Clear all of you? So all of you, whatever I have given you instruction, go through this. Do not read or revise the chapters that are only the misuse of time. So only read or revise or go through the chapters that are in the syllabus. Once more, first chapter removed from the cell. First chapter, that is cell, chemical coordination in plant, human evolution, population and pollution are removed from the syllabus. Pollution, population, human evolution, chemical coordination in plant and cell are removed from the syllabus. Clear all of you? Okay. So today we'll start a new unit, that is plant physiology. So the unit plant physiology. What is physiology? The different metabolic activities or life processes that takes place inside the living body are called physiology or physiological activities. Here physiological activities takes place inside the plant, so these are the plant physiology. And the first plant physiology is absorption by root, the process involved. So today we'll discuss 4th chapter, absorption by roots, the process involved. Till class 6-7 you have studied that roots of plants absorb water. Are you agree with this statement? Can root or roots absorb water? So here when you are in class 10, this is a wrong statement. Roots cannot absorb water. So what are the structure that help in the absorption of water and mineral from the soil? So this is a figure of a main root system. Is these roots able to absorb water? Then answer will be no, because roots have thick walls that do not allow for the diffusion of water from the soil to the roots. Then which is structure? So roots have numerous root hairs roots have numerous root hairs, and these roots hairs having thin wall absorb water and mineral from the soil. Clear all of you? So when you are in class 10, root possesses numerous root hairs, thin, having thin walls that allow for the diffusion of water from the soil to the roots. Clear all of you? So see here what is written. The root not only. Second thing before going to discuss this topic, we should discuss about the function of root from the previous class knowledge. So a root used to affix the plant firmly in the soil, absorb water and mineral from the soil, as well as help the soil from being washed away by air or water. So what is written here? The roots not only fix the plant in the soil, giving it support, but the most important and life supporting function of the root is to absorb water, mineral nutrients from the soil and conduct them into the stem for supply to the leaves, flowers and fruit etc. So these roots, along with the support to the plant, the primary function is to absorb water minerals from soil and conduct to the aerial parts. The part above the ground is said to be the aerial parts which supply water minerals to the parts. Now, why a plant need water and minerals? So here, beside being a constituent of protoplasm, means whatever the cellular structure present in the plant that need water. Water is one of the component that build the plant's body. Along with that, water is needed inside the plant body for four purposes. These are photosynthesis, transportation and mechanical stiffness. So photosynthesis, water is used up in the green leaf as raw materials. So see in the copy. Here in the process of photosynthesis, water is needed. So the first primary function in the plant is to produce food, and for the production of food, water is needed as a raw materials. Clear all of you? So first function, photosynthesis. Second, a plant absorbs maximum water from the soil. But whatever the amount of water it absorbs, at the same time it loses into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor, so that it provides cooling effect in plant. Third, transportation. Food from the leaves transported to the various parts of the plant, as well as minerals are transported from the roots to the upper parts of the plant. So this transportation requires a fluid medium, and that fluid medium is provided by water. So this is transportation. And last, mechanical stiffness. When a cell absorbs maximum water, such cell is known as turgid cell, or cell become distinct. So when a cell or cells of a leaf or other parts of plant absorb maximum water, all the cells becomes turgid, and thus it provides rigidity or stiffness to the parts of the plant. What we observe during the summer, During the noontime, leaves of the plant wilted down. Means at that time the cells becomes flaccid. But in the evening, the leaves of the plant again becomes erect, because at the time the plant absorbs maximum water, so the cells become turgid, and turgid cell provide stiffness to the parts of the plant. Clear all of you? Now in the next stage we will study what are the characteristics of the roots that help in the absorption of water along with the mineral. One characteristics we have studied that root has used to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Along with these there are various uses, various things that increase the efficiency of absorption by the roots. Clear all of you? Okay.